being a black man in America, I'm treated like the N word at least twice a day.
Who treats you that
So,
way?
oh, I mean, it's just everyday examples. Like for example, I was at this was at a company that I was with a couple months ago. I I go into the office. I have my badge, clearly out, right? Dressed pretty decent. Not that it matters how I'm dressed, but I feel like that, I look pretty presentable. The woman looks at my badge and disputes the validity of it. She's like, is this real? She then has to look me up in the database to figure out, do I really work here? Is this a real badge? And then after going through all these hoops, she lets me in. Now, would she have done that if I were white? Probably not, because I don't have being white has a certain credibility that being black does not have.
How do you know she would not have done that if the situation had been the same and the person was white? Am I gaslighting by questioning that?
No, 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 not at all. It's when you are constantly, questioned or looked at, or when people clutch their purses, when people, stand, when they see you and they immediately go to the back of the elevator, when they don't want to scoot over, when you're trying to find a seat. I mean, like those things happen all the time. So
And why do you think they
whenever,
happen?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Why do you think those things happen to you all the time?
Because I think white people have have an irrational fear of black people, and I think that that culturally, it tells whites that blacks are savages, we're brutes. Black men want to rape the white woman. We're thieves. We're murderers, and it's a constant story.
Have you ever asked white people why they act that way?
Absolutely, yeah.
And what do they
And
say?
Jesse, like the most honest response I got is because I was raised this way.
Oh, you were raised that way. They were raised that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Is it possible that they are doing it because it is a fact that is known by all people that not all, but most blacks tend to be angry, they tend to be violent, they tend to be rude. They
Well,
are committing most of the crime around the country. They do attack white people, white women with purses, and now white men. Yeah, and that
okay.
image, I mean, that image that has been coming out of the black communities for years have not been dealt with by other black people. And so, could that be the reason that most or many white people have fear of black people? Because they
Well, I
don't
mean,
know which one is
Jesse,
bad or good.
so if we were to base, past history, like past historical, sort of actions, then I believe that black people should be weary of white people every day in our entire lives. I mean, let me address a couple things that
But
you
it's not
said.
the
You said
past.
for
It's not
one,
past. It's
black
happening
people.
now.
I'm sorry, Jesse. I can't hear you.
It's not the past. It's happening now, today. You just had the knockout games. You have black people attacking, killing cops,
Okay.
disobeying them. They're still, it's not the past. It's the present as well.
Okay. All right. So, all right, okay. So first off, we live in a system of
Hold that
racism,
thought.
white
Hold that
supremacy.
thought. Hold
All right.
that thought. We'll come back and pick up with that, okay? LaRon, how can people get your books?
Okay. People can go to Amazon.com. You can also go to my website. That's LaronBarton.com.
Okay. So you were commenting on the fact that we were talking about how white people are afraid of black people.
Right.
And I can see why they're afraid because blacks have not raised their children properly.
Okay.
They're having these babies out of wedlock, and they hate white people. They're robbing, and not all blacks, but because so many are doing it, we saw the knockout games. White people, they're not comfortable around most black people because they don't know if you're one of those angry, out of control blacks or
Okay.
not.
All right. So let me respond to that First off, I am angry. I live in a system of racism, white supremacy, a system that tells me I am nothing, a system that doesn't pay me as much as a white person, a system that incarcerates me just at an obscene rates and gives me prison sentences between 20 to 50% longer than a white person that is committing the same crime. So yes, you're right. I am angry.
You been in
Now,
jail
if
before?
we're, I'm sorry, what was that?
You been in jail before?
I've been in jail for like a couple hours when I was a child, yeah.
See
But I
there,
mean,
that's why white.
but I mean but that's any young kid coming up trying to figure things out.
But no, that's not true. That's why white people are afraid of you. You've been in jail. When I was growing up,
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said that's why white people are afraid of you. You've been in jail. When I was growing
Well,
up, black people didn't go to jail.
well, Jesse, I mean, so the fact that black, I mean, hell, there's been plenty of white folks that have went to jail and that are still not treated as harshly as a black man that has not been to jail.
How is where's your proof that racism is keeping you down? You seem to be doing pretty well.
Well, so we need to not look at it from an individual standpoint, Jesse. We need to look at it collectively. As I said, as I said before, first off, if we look at it from an employment standpoint, a white man with no college degree, with just a high school diploma, can get a job much easier than a black man with a bachelor's degree.
How do you know
White
that?
man, I'm sorry, what was that?
How do you know that? Where's your proof of that?
Oh, you know what? I can actually pull that up for you, if you like.
You're gonna read me
I'm,
somebody's stats. I don't want that.
I mean, Jesse, like all of these things that I'm talking about, these are just not things that I'm pulling, that I'm pulling out of my butt here. There was a study shown that, there was a young Latino man. His name was Jose. He, graduated school with an engineering degree, and he then, was firing resumes off. His using his name Jose, his last name, whatever. He did not get any replies back. So what he did is that he took the S off and he sent resumes off using the word Joe. And what do you know? He got replies and responses out of the wazoo. That's called racism, sir.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. So you mean to tell me that Jose has had the same qualifications, but he took an S off, and so now he is more attractive because he has a traditional, I guess, Anglo-Saxon Caucasian name?
No, what it is that these studies have ignored the fact that blacks and Hispanics have created a bad reputation for themselves. And now you have companies, whether they are black or white or even Hispanic, who are cautious in hiring these people because of their reputation. And when you own a business, you want people with good attitudes who can work together,
Okay.
who work hard. And
So you mean to tell
and
me that
blacks
it's
and
okay
Hispanics.
to discriminate because of someone's name, because you may think that that they are black or of Latino heritage? I mean you're pretty much explaining racism right there.
No, it's called assessment, and
Assessment.
it,
Okay,
and
that's very interesting. Again, Jesse, this person did not change anything from his resume. The only thing he did was he dropped the S from his name.
because the blacks and Hispanics have not done anything about what's happening in their own communities, and then they tend to be born out of wedlock and a bunch of crap. It's unfortunate that sometimes the good suffer with the bad. So you might be a good guy. Jose might be a good guy, but because majority of the people are out of control and you guys haven't done anything about it, you may have to suffer with the good.